Darth, Theorist, rise.
What if Mace Windu brought clones to arrest Palpatine? Let's explore the depths of it in the video. Tension crackles in the chamber as Anakin storms in, breath ragged, voice shaking. He has just uttered the unthinkable. Palpatine is the Sith Lord. The council fractures instantly. Uncertainty, disbelief, fear. But Mace Windu doesn't waver. He doesn't call more masters. He doesn't debate. He acts. In the shadows beyond the chamber, Mace steps into a dim corridor and presses both palms to a holoslate. He's watched Palpatine seize power piece by piece, each emergency decree a stone in the Republic's coffin. Silence, he knows, is no longer strategy. It's surrender. He keys in a transmission.
Commander Appo, assemble a detachment of the 501st. Meet me at the Chancellor's office.
This isn't intimidation, it's witness. He trades secrecy for exposure, a public arrest in the halls of power, a dangerous gambit, but necessary. Proof and justice, not assassination and whispers. The clones march in precise formation through the Senate district. Appo leads them at the front. Mace moves ahead of them, cloak shifting with each purposeful stride. His face is calm, but his eyes show the weight of what he must do. They reach the Chancellor's office. Guards at the entrance hesitate at the sight of the armored troopers accompanying Mace.
The Council has urgent business with the Chancellor. Step aside.
The guards look to each other, but the clones are already fanning out, weapons ready. Reluctantly, the guards comply. Inside the office, Palpatine sits behind his desk, cloaked in shadows. His voice carries a tone of wary amusement as Mace enters with the clones at his back.
Master Windu, to what do I owe this unexpected intrusion?
The game is over, Chancellor. You are under arrest for treason against the Republic.
Treason? After all I've done to protect this Republic. Do you even hear yourself?
We know who you are, Sith. Every move in this war has been by your design. It ends now.
And you've brought soldiers to enforce this. Cool. Curious. Where is the Council? Hiding in the temple while you plot my downfall.
Oh, I can handle you myself. I don't need the Council here.
Very confident you are, my friend. You think you can decide my fate?
No, the Senate will decide your fate, Chancellor.
The Senate? You fool. I am the Senate. I control the Republic. You think they will listen to you? Never. They will discard you, remove you from your very seats.
I think you're right on this one, Chancellor. They will never listen to us, if you get the chance to speak to them.
I see, Master Windu. Very clever choice. Yet you lack the very strength to kill me. This is nothing more than a foolish choice. Now I ask you to surrender.
I would rather die.
Appo shifts uneasily, looking between the two men. The clones are silent, rifles steady but awaiting orders. The doors open behind them. Anakin strides in, still flushed from his dash across the city. He sees Mace with drawn authority and Palpatine seated, calm but dangerous.
Master Windu, wait. He must stand trial. This isn't the way. Skywalker, this is not your concern. Step back.
Ah, my boy. You see it, don't you? The Jedi mean to overthrow me, to seize power for themselves.
No, the Jedi serve the Republic. But, Master, you can't just... He will never face trial. He controls the Senate, the courts. This is the only way.
Then what you plan to do here is nothing less than treason. Against me. Against the Republic.
You are the Republic's enemy. You hide behind words while you rot at its core.
Bold claims, Master Jedi. Yet here I stand unarmed, surrounded in my own office by your soldiers. Tell me, who looks more like the traitor?
This isn't right. None of this is right.
Commander Appo, execute Order 66. Kill him.
His smile doesn't falter. Fingers glide across a hidden console, quiet, practiced. The words strike like thunder, but beneath them, something ancient and programmed awakens. Across secured comms, relays hum to life. One voice in one room becomes a signal, echoed by battalions across the galaxy. Clones shift. First in the Chancellor's office, boots scuffing marble, hands twitching toward blasters. Then, far away across star systems, entire legions turn, as if drawn by a single unseen thread. The office becomes more than a battlefield. It becomes the broadcast. Appo's hand tightens around his weapon. His men glance at one another, uncertain. The command is in them now, hardwired. Their helmets lower. Anakin watches, eyes darting from Palpatine to Mace, frozen between duty and dread. The clones raise their rifles in unison. Mace's blade ignites. A violet flash, then blaster fire. The first bolts streak toward him. He deflects them cleanly, redirecting the shots into the nearest troopers before they can even adjust formation. 2 fall in an instant. Mace pivots, cloak whipping, eyes narrowed. There is no hesitation in him, only purpose.
Fire! Cut him down!
The office erupts in blaster fire. Mace moves like a storm, Vapad channeling through every strike. He slices through a trooper's rifle, kicks another back into his comrades, spins to deflect a barrage into the ceiling. But there are too many.
Do you see? He commands them against us.
You see it with your own eyes. The Jedi cannot be trusted. They turn soldiers against the Chancellor and call it justice.
Anakin stands frozen. His brothers, clones he has fought with since Geonosis, are killing a Jedi Master without hesitation. He does not raise his blade. One squad breaks off and turns their rifles on him, blaster barrels locked on his chest.
Orders are clear. Jedi are traitors.
Wait, I'm not.
Stand down. He is with the Republic. He is with me.
The troopers lower their weapons instantly. Palpatine's voice shifts back to a sickly calm.
You are safe, my boy. You have nothing to fear. Not from me. Not from them.
Mace severs the last clone in reach and hurls his shattered body aside. Smoke and bodies litter the chamber. More clones rush in through the doors. Mace knows he cannot hold the position. He backs toward the window, blade raised. His voice is cold with fury.
Skywalker, open your eyes. This is the truth.
Anakin says nothing, still paralyzed between 2 collapsing worlds. Mace smashes through the window with a sweep of his blade and leaps into the night, vanishing into the endless streams of Coruscant traffic. Palpatine lowers himself back into his chair. He does not pursue. Instead, he turns to Anakin, tone now fatherly.
You see, he betrays us both. He would destroy everything we built.
Anakin's hands tremble at his sides. He cannot speak. Meanwhile, Mace lands hard on a transport platform, rolling to absorb the impact. He slashes down 2 clones who followed him, then pulls his comlink from his belt. His voice cuts across the Jedi frequency, urgent, commanding.
All Jedi, hear me. The Chancellor has betrayed us. The clones are compromised. Abandon your battalions. Do not trust them. Stay away. Repeat, do not trust the clones.
Across the galaxy, Jedi hear the words. Some are already surrounded by loyal soldiers, others mid-battle, others meditating in peace. The warning spreads just in time to save many. Back in the office, silence hangs heavy. Anakin stares at the fallen troopers, at Palpatine, who still smiles faintly, at the empty window where Mace escaped. The first crack is opened. Doubt festers. The Jedi Temple glows faintly against Coruscant's night sky. Inside, the atmosphere is tense. Temple guards stand at every corner, their double-bladed pikes ignited. Knights usher frightened younglings into secure chambers. Mace Windu oversees the preparations from the central hall, his presence calm but immovable. The first wave of clone gunships descends. Their cannons hammer the outer walls. The temple shudders. Troopers pour in, blue armor glinting under the fires they've lit. Mace ignites his saber and raises his voice, deep and commanding.
Hold your ground. Protect the children at all costs.
The battle begins. The corridors echo with the clash of sabers, blaster fire, and the cries of the young. Jedi Knights fall on one another under the unending waves. Guards fight to the last breath. The temple becomes a battlefield of chaos and fire. Mace drives through squads of troopers like a force of nature, his strikes precise, his defense flawless, but even he cannot stem the tide forever. The temple begins to crumble under the assault. They try to overcome the clones, but their population keeps on increasing. It is like fighting an endless battle. The hopes of the Jedi in the temple are shrinking. In the midst of the carnage, reinforcements arrive. Gunfire erupts from the flank, cutting into the clone lines. A familiar voice calls out above the chaos.
Jedi, hold fast. You're not alone.
Ahsoka leaps into the fray beside him, her twin sabers a blur of light. The Bad Batch follows, each member unleashing their unique skills. Hunter coordinating, Wrecker smashing through the troopers, Tech disrupting comms, Crosshair firing with deadly precision. They break through to Mace, who pauses only long enough to hear them out.
Got your message, General. The second I heard it, I knew something was wrong. The order hit us hard, but I fought it. With Ahsoka's help, we got my chip out in time.
Under a humming lamp, Ahsoka worked while Rex lay half aware, the inhibitor warm against his skull. She moved with mechanical calm, Tech murmuring timings into her ear. The Bad Batch sat taut, their oddities a liability turned gift. The clamp came away with a wet sound, and Rex gasped, raw and startled by his own breath. He blinked clear, boots finding the floor, and when he stood, it was less obedience than a hollow new decision. Chosen, not given.
I couldn't let it end like this. Once Rex was free, we came here.
Our squad got the same signal. Didn't sit right. Never has. We don't follow orders that stink of betrayal, so we made our choice.
Then your choice honors you. Stand with us now, and perhaps the Order survives this night.
They fight on together, with Rex and the Bad Batch covering the flanks. Mace channels Vapad into a relentless storm, cutting a path through the advancing troopers. But the cost is high. Knights are cut down. Padawans cry out as their protectors fall. The temple guards die where they stand, unyielding as blaster fire overwhelms them. Ahsoka sees the fear in the children's eyes and moves to Mace's side.
We can't hold forever. The younglings need to get out, now.
Agreed. Rex, see them to safety. Gather every survivor you can.
Understood. You heard the Master. Move!
Rex and the Bad Batch herd the frightened children and wounded Jedi toward the hangar bay, blasting through squads to open the way. Mace and Ahsoka stay behind, their blades weaving a desperate defense. In a quiet corridor away from the battle, Ahsoka confronts Mace briefly.
I'll stay. He's here, isn't he? Anakin.
He stood by the Chancellor when the order was given. If you can reach him, do it quickly.
If anyone can, it has to be me.
Meanwhile, across the galaxy, Mace's warning continues to echo. On Kashyyyk, Yoda senses the betrayal in his clones before they strike, springing away into the trees. On Utapau, Obi-Wan narrowly escapes as Cody's men open fire, diving into the depths below. Ki-Adi-Mundi, marching at the head of his battalion, halts as blasters race against him. He deflects the first volley and falls back, surviving by instinct and luck. The Jedi who live scatter, retreating to their ships, shaken but alive. Mace's voice has spared them the slaughter. Back on Coruscant, the temple burns. Mace rallies the remaining defenders to the central hall. Clones press in from every corridor, their numbers endless. Smoke chokes the air, fire licks at the walls, and the once sacred halls echo with the screams of blaster fire. Mace fights until his muscles ache and his breath runs heavy. Still, he does not falter.
Hold the line. Every moment we stand buys time for those escaping.
Suddenly, comms flare to life. The surviving council members appear via holoprojectors. Yoda cloaked in mist, Obi-Wan damp and battered, Ki-Adi breathing hard, others shaken but alive.
The temple is compromised. We're being overrun.
Receive your warning, we did. Many spared because of it.
The clones attacked the moment I turned my back. If not for your message, Master Windu, I'd be dead. The Republic itself has turned against us. Where do we go now?
Nowhere. We rally here, on Coruscant. If we scatter, we will be hunted down one by one.
That's madness. Coruscant is the heart of the Empire already.
Which is why we cannot yield it. If Anakin can be saved, it must be here. If the Senate can be turned, it must be here.
Risky, this choice is. Necessary, it may be.
Then it is decided. We regroup, we strike, and we end this before the shadow consumes everything.
The holo-projections flicker out. The council disperses to rally survivors and fight their way toward Coruscant's heart. In the temple, the last stand continues. Mace drives the clones back long enough for Rex and the Bad Batch to secure the last of the younglings aboard transports. Ahsoka is already gone, moving toward her confrontation with Anakin. The temple, once a beacon of light, burns against the night. The siege is not over, but the survivors are slipping away, carrying with them the fragile hope of the Jedi Order. In the Chancellor's office, Anakin and Palpatine are having a heated yet confused argument. Fires from the temple glow faintly beyond the broad windows. Shadows stretch across the polished floor. Ahsoka steps inside, blades unlit. She finds Anakin through the Force, her eyes fix on the figure waiting near the desk. Anakin stands rigid, torn between rage and sorrow.
Anakin, it's me. I'm not your enemy.
Ahsoka? You shouldn't have come here.
I had to. The Jedi weren't what you think. Palpatine twisted everything.
Child, you know nothing of what you speak. It is the Jedi who have lied. They tried to destroy me, their own Chancellor. Anakin saw the truth.
The truth? You orchestrated this war. You controlled Dooku, Grievous, all of it. Maul told me everything and tried to warn me.
And yet, who profited most? The Jedi. Armies at their command, a republic bent to their will. Who are the tyrants, I wonder? Maul is a crime lord not to be trusted.
Enough. Both of you.
Anakin, look at me. Please. You know him. You've felt his corruption. He's using you.
And what of you, Tano?
Cast out by the Jedi, betrayed by your own order. Did they not brand you a traitor before? And now you crawl back to them. How pathetic.
I came back for my friends. For Anakin.
Stop it. Both of you. Just stop.
The air thickens, the Force pulling like a storm. Palpatine rises slowly, his face shadowed but smiling.
This is your final test, my boy. Will you embrace destiny or cling to weakness?
Ahsoka ignites her blades, sabers blazing in defiance.
Then I'll end this myself.
She lunges at Sidious, her strikes fueled by desperation. Lightning fast, the Sith counters with his crimson blade. The sabers clash, sparks raining. Anakin steps in, intercepting Ahsoka's swing. Blue meets blue, brother against sister in spirit.
Anakin, don't!
You'll only get yourself killed.
Good, Anakin. Very good. Prove your loyalty.
The duel explodes through the office. Ahsoka fights with everything she has, swift and graceful, but Anakin's power overwhelms her. Each clash drives her back. She pleads between blows.
You're not him. Not the Anakin I knew.
That Anakin is gone.
No. He's right here. I can feel it.
Anakin's blade presses hers down. For an instant, his face falters, conflict burning in his eyes. He could strike, but he doesn't.
See? You hesitated. You're still in there.
Weakness. End her life, Skywalker.
Anakin roars and disarms Ahsoka, hurling her against the wall with the Force. She crashes hard, sabers clattering away. She struggles to rise, badly injured, barely able to stand. Palpatine steps closer, savoring the moment.
Strike her down, Anakin. Show no mercy. Only then will you have the strength to save the one you love.
Anakin raises his saber, trembling. Ahsoka kneels before him, chest heaving, yet unafraid.
If you kill me, you'll never come back.
The doors blast open. Rex barrels in, blaster drawn.
Step away from her.
He fires, bolts streak toward Palpatine. The Sith raises his hand, lightning bursting forth. The blue energy arcs into Rex, hurling him back. He hits the ground half-conscious. Ahsoka forces herself forward, trying to strike Palpatine, but he uses his force to choke her and then throws her to the ground.
Foolish girl. You'll die for nothing. Kill her, now.
Anakin takes a step back, torn. His lightsaber remains lit, but his hand trembles, caught between master and mentor, duty and fear. Then, the door hisses open. Padme rushes in, breathless, her eyes wide in horror as they take in the chaos. Clone bodies, scorch marks, the crackle of a lightsaber still humming in the air. She had seen the smoke curling above the city, felt something was wrong. She reached out to Obi-Wan, who told her everything. Palpatine, the Sith, Anakin's part in it all. Mace had revealed where the Chancellor was, and that Anakin had gone with the clones. Now she was here.
Anakin, what have you done?
Padme?
She watched emergency tracers across the Coruscant skyline and felt a hand at the back of her throat. She tapped the Senate emergency line. Obi-Wan's calm voice answered, and Bail's whisper cleared a path. A stamped escort and favors moved through the city's teeth, and she slipped past checkpoints, breath fogging the corridor air. At the office, her palms trembled, not from the run, but from the sight of Mace's blood and the sudden, terrible weight of the truth.
Anakin, stop!
You shouldn't be here.
Ah, the Senator joins us. How fitting. Tell her, my boy. Tell her how the Jedi sought her death.
Lies. That's all he ever gives you. Obi-Wan. He told me everything. How Master Windu escaped, and how the Chancellor betrayed the Republic.
Do you not see? They conspired against me, against you, and against her. Only I can protect her.
Protect me? You've destroyed everything. Anakin, listen to me. If you keep listening to him, you'll lose me, not save me. Please stop this madness. Come back.
Anakin lowers his saber. His chest heaves. Palpatine's eyes narrow.
Do not waver, boy. Strike her down. Claim your destiny.
Please, Anakin, come back to me.
I can't.
She's weak. Just a pawn of the Jedi. Don't listen to her. You are the superior one. Claim your destiny.
Anakin, please. Think of our future. Our kids. Please stop this. I'm tired.
Anakin listens to her words, her plea to stop, and for the sake of their children, he hesitates.
Do it. Now.
No.
Pathetic weakling. Then you'll die with them.
Palpatine snarls and lashes out. A storm of force lightning bursts from his fingers, striking Anakin square in the chest. The young Jedi is hurled backward, crashing into the floor with a groan. Padme screams. She runs to him. Palpatine's hand snaps to the side. The force slams into her like a wall, sending her flying across the chamber. She hits the durasteel hard and crumples, unmoving. Ahsoka stirs. Her fingers twitch. Her eyes snap open. In one fluid motion, she calls her lightsaber to her hand, igniting it midair, and lunges at Palpatine. Their blades, blue and red lights, strobe across the Chancellor's office. Palpatine alternates strikes with lightning, weaving deception and fury into every blow. Ahsoka fights with everything she has, fast, precise, relentless, but Palpatine is stronger, colder, and impossibly fast. He strikes low, then unleashes a burst of lightning that sends her tumbling across the floor. Anakin groans, watching through blurred vision. He sees Padme limp. He sees Ahsoka struggling to rise, and Rex frozen at the edge, eyes flickering between them. Palpatine advances, saber humming, fingers twitching with barely contained power. He steps over Ahsoka and turns toward Padme.
Now, Senator, congratulations. You turned him against me, but I wonder for how long. After you are dead, I will make sure that he kills every single one of his kind using your death as a weapon.
Anakin gets up and tries to attack Palpatine, but fails.
Pathetic. You would rather die with her than rule with me.
Lightning ceases. Smoke coils off Anakin's scorched armor as he staggers to his feet, saber trembling in his grip. His eyes lock onto Sidious, blazing with fury. A storm born of pain, love, and betrayal. Across the room, Captain Rex rises. With a soldier's instinct, he levels his blaster and fires, each bolt precise, drawing Palpatine's attention just long enough. Anakin surges forward. His blue blade ignites with a roar, clashing against Palpatine's crimson saber in a blinding spray of sparks. Master and apprentice, fate and fury, collide. The chamber trembles beneath the weight of their clash. Sidious strikes fast, one hand weaving deadly arcs of lightning, while the other delivers a flurry of saber blows. But Anakin absorbs the power, rage hardened into will, a fire stoked by love, not hate. Padme stirs, coughing, tears in her eyes. She reaches out, her voice a broken whisper.
Don't give in. Fight him, Anakin. Fight him.
Ahsoka, bloodied but alive, forces herself up. Her voice cuts through the chaos.
He's not invincible. End this.
Anakin drives forward, every strike fueled by his fury. Palpatine snarls, teeth bared, as the office fills with thunder and light. The storm of betrayal reaches its breaking point. The battle rages across Coruscant. Above the city, clone fleets clash with the Jedi-led ships. Mace, Windu, Yoda, and Obi-Wan lead the charge, their starfighters weaving through swarms of enemy fire. The Bad Batch and others are with Mace. They are trying to get off the clone ships and go to the Senate. Inside the Chancellor's office, the storm continues. Anakin drives his blade against Sidious in ferocious arcs. Ahsoka, scorched and limping, circles to flank, while Rex pulls Padme into cover, shielding her from stray bolts.
You fools. You cannot fathom the power of the dark side.
Then show me.
Their sabers crash again and again. The windows tremble with every strike. Sidious unleashes a wave of lightning. Ahsoka intercepts, blades spinning desperately, sparks flying as the energy shreds her guard.
Go, Anakin. Don't stop.
Sidious pivots and hurls her across the chamber. She hits the floor, gasping, blood on her lips.
Ahsoka!
He fires at Palpatine, bolts flashing. Sidious deflects each one lazily, sending them ricocheting into the walls.
A clone dares raise his weapon to me. You are bred for obedience. Not to you. Never to you.
Palpatine snarls, lightning streaking toward him. Rex ducks behind the desk, armor sparking as the energy scorches past. Anakin presses harder, fury burning in his strikes.
You used me. You used all of us.
I gave you purpose. Without me, you are nothing.
Their blades lock, crackling inches from Anakin's face. Sidious's eyes burn yellow, his mouth twisting into a snarl.
You will die as all Jedi must.
Anakin shoves him back, slashing with relentless speed. Sidious barely keeps pace, his footwork precise, his counters sharp. The two blur in motion, master and almost apprentice locked in destiny's duel. Ahsoka staggers up, joining again despite her wounds.
Together, Anakin. Now.
She launches herself into the fight, her green blades crossing with Anakin's blue. For a moment, they push Sidious back, overwhelming him with tandem strikes. But Sidious twists, shoving Ahsoka into a column, pinning her with the Force. His blade hovers at her throat.
One more step, Skywalker, and she dies.
Anakin freezes. Sweat beads down his brow.
Let her go.
Strike me down, and perhaps I will.
Palpatine sneers, pressing his blade closer. But in that instant, Anakin closes his eyes, reaching into the Force. He feels Padme's heartbeat behind him, Rex's loyalty, Ahsoka's courage. The Jedi are still fighting above the planet. He uses his Force to get Palpatine's saber out of there. When his eyes snap open, they burn not with darkness, but clarity.
You're finished.
He surges forward, saber arcing. Palpatine slashes wildly, lightning bursting in desperation. But Anakin does not stop. Each blow tears through the Sith's defense until, with a final cry, he drives his blade through Sidious's chest. The lightning ceases. The red saber drops. Palpatine collapses to the floor, smoke curling from his robes. His eyes glaze with shock and fury. Ahsoka slumps free of the Force grip, collapsing beside Rex. Padme staggers out, rushing to Anakin.
You did it. It's over.
Anakin lowers his blade, chest heaving. His shoulders tremble, the weight of the moment sinking in. He takes a sigh of relief.
It's over.
General, what now?
Rex helps Ahsoka up, her face pale but alive. The door bursts open. Mace strides in, flanked by Yoda, Obi-Wan, and surviving Jedi Council members. They freeze at the sight. Palpatine's corpse, Anakin standing over him, Padme by his side, Ahsoka bloodied but unbowed, Rex at guard.
Skywalker. It's done then. He's gone.
Ended, the Sith Lord is. Yet strong, his shadow remains.
Then we need to move quickly. The Senate must hear the truth.
The group carries what evidence they can. Palpatine's crimson saber, Rex's damaged helmet with recorded clone orders, testimony from survivors. Together they march to the Senate chamber. The Senate is in an uproar. Thousands of voices echo beneath the Great Dome. Mas Amata slams his staff, bellowing for order.
The Chancellor is dead, murdered in cold blood by Jedi conspirators. He was no Chancellor. He was a Sith Lord who betrayed this Republic. Here is his weapon. Proof. Undeniable.
He casts Palpatine's lightsaber before the chamber. The hum of whispers rises. Rex steps forward, battered armor scorched.
He gave the order. Execute Order 66. He commanded us to kill the Jedi.
Gasps ripple through the pods. A holo plays, a recording from clone helmets showing the execution orders. The words, "The Jedi are traitors," echo across the chamber. Bail Organa rises in his pod, voice strong.
Colleagues, we cannot deny the evidence. Palpatine deceived us all. The Jedi acted to preserve the Republic.
The Republic must live on without tyranny. We must rescind this order at once.
This is blasphemy. Palpatine saved this Republic. He guided us through war. You would slander his memory for your own gain.
Without him, the Separatists will destroy us. You've doomed us all.
The chamber erupts, voices shouting for justice, others crying for betrayal. Mas Amata bellows, struggling to restore order.
Enough! The Jedi are not traitors. The Republic stands at a crossroads. Choose truth or fall deeper into lies.
The vote begins. Pods light across the chamber, tallying in real time. At first, the count wavers, but as the evidence weighs, as Palpatine's absence leaves his loyalists adrift, the majority shifts.
By decision of this body, the order is rescinded. Palpatine's decrees are null.
The chamber explodes in noise, relief, anger, uncertainty. The Senate swelled into sound. Mas Amata's smooth spin, loyalists shouting, senators clawing for talking chips. Bail and Mon Mothma worked like surgeons, setting helmet logs and a single clean feed on the dais. Fingers flew across consoles, alliances frayed into hissed conversations, and the roll call crawled toward a razor's edge. When the tally finally blinked, the chamber went still. For a moment, a democracy held its breath, choosing whether to trust the evidence or the easy lie. Obi-Wan exhales, shoulders lowering.
It's done.
Not done. Not yet. The Republic will need new leadership.
Acting Chancellor Bail Organa is elected swiftly, an emergency measure to stabilize the government. The Republic endures, fragile but standing. Outside, dawn breaks over Coruscant. Smoke still curls from the battle scars, but light pierces through. At the Jedi Temple, ruins smolder. The great spires stand scarred, windows shattered, but the walls remain. Survivors gather at the steps. Knights, Padawans, younglings clinging to life. Mace and Yoda lead them out, guiding them into the morning air. Ahsoka limps beside Rex, Padme steadying her. Anakin walks last, watching the children emerge into the sunlight. The temple stands wounded, yet alive. The Jedi, battered, scarred, but not destroyed, endure. That's our theory. The Star Wars universe is a galaxy filled with exciting stories and possibilities, and we love exploring them. If you'd like to join us on this journey to a galaxy far, far away, then please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.